What's up guys, Artem MMA here, and I'm going to be talking about a fight that is happening this Saturday that was announced just earlier today, only a few hours ago. David Onama has a short notice replacement, and that is Garrett Armfield. And Garrett Armfield and David Onama have actually fought each other before. If you go way down on David Onama's record, you can see that he has fought Garrett Armfield before when they were both undefeated as amateurs, and that was also Garrett Armfield's final amateur fight as well. It was the final amateur fight of David Onama as well, and you can actually find this video on YouTube. The fight is actually on YouTube, so it's so easy to find, but I'm going to link it in the pinned comment if you want to watch it. But you can see already just kind of from the face-off before they have the fight, look how big David Onama is in this fight. It was at 145. Since then, now Garrett Armfield has made a pro career at 135, so expect him to be fighting at 135 in the UFC after this bout. But look how much bigger David Onama is here, and I feel like he's probably filled out even more now that he's a professional in the UFC. You know, David Onama himself is such a good prospect right now, and I do believe he's going to beat Garrett Armfield in this one, but I'm really happy that we have an opponent for Onama, man. I really am. So I wish Garrett Armfield all the best, but I'm going to be picking David Onama to win this one, and I do think that he probably will be able to get the KO. And maybe Garrett Armfield after this will probably go down to the 135-pound division and fight a few guys down there. But Onama, you know, he came into the UFC a short notice opponent himself, fought Mason Jones at 155 and looked pretty good. In fact, if he took that fight in a full camp, even up the weight class, there's a good chance that he probably could have won that fight. You know, it was a competitive fight, and he took it on a few days' notice himself, which is cool. And Gabriel Benitez as well, that was a full camp fight for him, and he finished Gabriel Benitez in a really awesome KO, man. It was a great combination KO. He landed a lot of blows. I think it was like 7 strikes or something absolutely crazy in this combination KO, so that was really awesome. But Garrett Armfield, you know, he's coming off a KO win himself over Stephen Graham, where he became the FAC bantamweight champion only a couple of months ago. Submitted Mark Slater, submitted Alex Macias, and before that, you know, he has lost to a guy that I don't think is the caliber of Onama, only a little bit over a year ago, but he's an active fighter, and I love active fighters. But as to getting into the fight, man, I do believe David Onama will win, as I said before, and I do believe he's going to find the finish in this one. If you do watch their amateur fight, I know it's a few years ago, so it's probably not too much to base off of, but Onama is just so much bigger than Armfield, and even then he's having the success in the striking. Most of the fight does take place on the feet, and then in the third round Onama does look to use a little bit of clinch work or so. But it's mainly Onama, man, on the feet. He's just kind of winning the fight on the feet. to be brutally honest, it's just Onama kind of winning on the feet. I think the fight will probably take place on the feet again, and we're going to see Onama have more success. He's fought high level competition in my opinion recently. His last 5, 8-4, 16-11, 5-1, and then the 10-1 Mason Jones, the 22-9 Gabriel Benitez. Garrett Armfield's last win was over a guy that was 10-5, 6-3, 1-0, 4-1, 4-1 himself. Like, you know, like Garrett Armfield, you know, he's obviously building up his record. He's obviously progressively fighting better guys, but I feel like the guys that Onama is fighting are just a higher level than the guys that Armfield are, and I feel like that's quite important to know as well. The size advantages, as I've said multiple times in this video, I think is going to play a big factor. Armfield's a more natural bantamweight, taking the fight up a weight class against David Onama, the much more natural featherweight in this matchup as well. He's going to be so much bigger. Fight takes place on the feet, in my opinion, and I think that we're going to find Onama find a KO. No predictions have been made yet. I don't know what the odds are going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty skewed to Onama, but I will be putting him in a 2-piece parlay. I'm going to be parlaying Onama, and I'm also going to be putting him with Jamie Mullarkey. So Onama and Mullarkey, I will be doing that myself. Hopefully I can get plus money on that with those odds. I don't know what Onama's odds are going to be, but we'll see how it ends up, man. I'm going to be going with Onama. How many times have I said that in this video? Way too many. But yeah, let's get into it, man. I'm so hyped because I was so excited to watch David Onama versus Austin Lingo, and when that fight got cancelled, I was like, man, surely they've got to find a replacement for Onama, and they have. So let's go, David Onama and Garrett Armfield as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what Garrett Armfield can do in the future. I love it when guys take fights on the short notice. It gives me a lot of respect for them, like David Onama did against Mason Jones. Garrett Armfield is now doing the same against Onama in a rematch 4 years later. So that's really cool. Maybe we'll get a trilogy one day. Who knows with these guys? They're both young. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.